Hi, and welcome to episode 14 of Natural Health and Astrology. I'm here with my friend Laurie Barnes, a credible astrologer. She will introduce herself in a minute. And I'm Annabelle Fraser. I'm a health coach and naturopath. We're both based in Italy, and we're here live every couple of weeks to help get you through the emotions that can come up during the different moon phases. Here you go, Laurie.
Okay. Hi, I'm Laurie Barnes. I am a professional astrologer. My background is as a therapist and also working in marketing. So I have a bit of a diverse background, but my love right now is astrology. And we bring to you every couple of weeks the moon phases, so the new moon and the full moon. And this recording is for the full moon that's coming up this Sunday, August the 22nd. In Rome, it'll be in the afternoon, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But if you're in the US, it'll be early in the morning, around 5 o'clock in the morning and on the West Coast, and then around 8 in the morning on the East Coast. So it's important to know that so you know when the actual phase starts. Should I go ahead and?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell us about what's in store this month with the full moon that's coming up.
Yes. So this is exciting because this full moon is really a lovely full moon. Sometimes we have some tension going on in the background, and that then coincides with a moon phase. But this one is really nice. So the theme of this month's full moon is ideas and inspiration. And there is a unique quality about this full moon because it's actually in Aquarius. And for those who have been following our show, probably you'll remember that last month's full moon was in Aquarius. So this doesn't happen very often where we have a full moon in the same sign twice in a row, but it does happen when it's based on the degree. So the moon travels through signs. That's why every month it's in a different sign. This month it's in the same sign because last month it was at the very, very, very beginning. And this month it's at the very, very end. So we kind of, it really doesn't happen very often that it falls like that. So we get Aquarius twice in a row, but it is different as well. So we have the same energy. It's the same Aquarian energy. It's an air sign. It's social, it's communication, it's innovative thinking, and kind of like being our own rebel, however that is defined by you. But there's different things going on in the background with other planets that makes this one different. So last month we were talking about adapting with grace because there was quite a bit of tension going on. This month we don't have that tension. We actually have a different planet that's involved, and that planet is Jupiter. And that planet is about ideas and inspiration, which is where I got the theme for the month. And being that we're in the sign of Aquarius, and Leo, the sign of Leo is involved with the sun being in Leo, which is a very creative sign. That's kind of how I came to ideas and inspiration. So this full moon so it's Sunday, and so it's really a time of tapping in to what inspires you. How do ideas come to you? How does that flow work in your life? And it's a great time to take some time where your creativity flows the most. So for some people that's nature, going out on a hike or a walk. For some it's going to the ocean. For some it's staying inside and turning everything off and just meditating in your space in your home that you feel really comfortable. So think about what inspires your creativity, and Sunday evening take some time and do that. This is a time I was thinking about the muses, how some people say, oh, my muse was calling to me. You hear a lot of artists maybe talk about their muses, like, I was really inspired and I made this amazing piece of art, and it was just flowing through me like a channel. And that's how I see this Sunday being, is like we can always be a channel for creativity, right? Like that's not something that like is available at times and not available. But there are times when maybe it's more flowing, and times when it's less flowing, the creativity. And this is a time when it's going to be more flowing. and it's a 2-week phase, right? A full moon goes a couple of weeks to the next new moon. So Sunday evening kicks off the full moon phase, and over the, especially during the full moon phase, especially Sunday, but then over the next 2 weeks, I would say spend some time listening to, what is coming through your creative channel and what ideas come through. Let them inspire you. There's the inspiration part and there's the idea part. And there's also some other planets that are going through a sign, the sign of Virgo, which is all about like putting your ideas into action. So we actually have this really lovely time where the sky is saying, I'm going to inspire you. I'm going to have some extra creative juices flowing, but I'm also going to give you a bit of extra oomph to put those ideas into action, right? Because ideas are fantastic, but they're just ideas until you actually put something behind them, some action and some goals to bring them to fruition. So that's something that over the next couple of weeks to think about.
Yeah, and I was just looking at the calendar to kind of get that in my head and also for other people. So that's kind of, so if the full moon's on Sunday the 22nd, the following 2 weeks is up until the 5th of September. So those are the kind of 2 weeks when we can expect to be feeling that creativity being channeled more easily. But as you say, it's okay to have inspiration and ideas, but then you need to put them into action. And actually the essential oil that I was going to talk about today really helps us do that. It's the oil is peppermint. And I love this oil. I use it a lot to help just give me an energy boost, help me feel more alert, more focused. It's a really, really great one for just helping you. It helps a lot with concentration as well. So I use it a lot at home and also in the working environment. I either put a drop on my hand like this, rub my palms together, and inhale. Just really just physically you feel it because it opens up all of the airways. It's really refreshing and revitalizing, and you also feel it energetically. And when you either do it like that, or you can put it in a cold water diffuser, and I love to combine it with wild orange. Together, those two make a really lovely blend for concentration and focus. So when I'm working and I want to feel creative and inspired and but focused at the same time, I often put peppermint in the cold water diffuser. And it's also when you're feeling a bit drained and a bit tired, it's a really good one, even first thing in the morning. Instead of a coffee, have a drop of peppermint. And you can also use it if you suffer from headaches. You can put it. I mean, when I say a drop, it's because I'm talking about the doTERRA essential oils. They're very pure, very concentrated. So a drop is enough. You just dilute it with a little bit of a plant-based oil, like an almond oil or a coconut oil, and you can put it on your forehead, your temples, back of neck is also a really good place. Give yourself a little massage, and that really helps to ease headaches. You can also, because it's quite cooling, it's great to use in the summer months. In Italy at the moment, we're really suffering with the heat. So I often make a spray with a glass spray bottle, and I literally just put water in there with a few drops of peppermint, and I spray that over me during the day. Helps also with women who are going through the menopause with the hot flashes and everything. That's also a really nice cooling thing to do. That really helps. And also for children or adults who have a fever, it just I with my kids, for example, I would have a bowl of cold water, put a couple of drops of peppermint oil in there, and soak a flannel in there, squeeze it out, and just apply it to wrists and ankles and back of neck and forehead. And it just really helps the body get through that phase. It's not supposed to bring your temperature down necessarily, because a fever is something that our body needs to go through in order to fight germs, viruses, etc. So it's a natural process, but it just helps you suffer a bit less. So, and there's lots more uses for peppermint. I mean, also for digestion as well. You can have a drop after your meal in some water. 1 drop of this doTERRA peppermint oil is the equivalent of 27 cups of peppermint tea, for those of us who drink peppermint tea a lot. So yeah, it's got lots of uses. And for this full moon, I think it will be a really lovely one to accompany, those moments when we want to channel that inspiration and those ideas and things for whatever purpose.
Yeah, it opens those creative channels.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to go get my peppermint oil for many of the reasons that you listed. But
I just like bath in it.
Yeah, I'm going to order a few bottles, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of the things to do on Sunday. I already mentioned a few, and then I have some ideas for the following couple of weeks, and then I have some journaling prompts. And as always, I will include the link below so that you can read about it.
Yeah.
And so the full moons, there is a releasing ritual that I usually do, and I'm going to refer you to the blog because there's actually 4 different ones based on the element. And this is an air element, so Aquarius is air, and so you can read about the full moon releasing ritual for air. And one of the things to think about when you're doing your releasing ritual is what obstacles do you encounter to your own creativity, and to release that. So I do talk a lot more about that in that blog if you want to learn more, but that would be like an idea for you for Sunday. And then the other thing that you want to think about releasing is self-limiting thoughts about your creativity. I have met people who are like, I'm not creative. Well, we all have a creative part of our chart. As an astrologer, there's a part of the chart where we look for creativity. There's also planets and interactions. But what I'm saying is that everybody has a creative part of their chart. There's creativity somewhere. It's just that sometimes we pigeonhole creativity to artists. But we can be creative in the kitchen with how you make meals. You can be creative with a spreadsheet, or even scheduling, or how you organize things. So creativity isn't limited to art. So if you want to bring more creativity in your life, just as part of your ritual, release those self-limiting beliefs that you aren't creative. And it can be that general. I release that I am not creative, and then send it away in the air. Use your essential oils. That's actually on the list. Use the wild orange. And then you can do some vision boarding. So it's such a creative full moon. It's a really good time to do visual, like journaling. I will always recommend. It's always going to be on the list. And so definitely, that's something to do. This one, you may want to take it a step further and do some visual collaging. These days, there's apps like Canva and Miro where you can just like drop images in, and just like whatever attracts you to it, just drop all those images in. Don't worry about like, do they go together? Don't overthink it. And then once you're done dropping images, you have created something and you've opened a channel. And use that, like let it speak to you, out or make it your screen backdrop. And then fresh air. So this is an air sign full moon. So if you can get out and get air, if you can go for a walk, go to the beach, go to the mountains, wherever you can get some fresh air is always good, or open a window. I know it's hot in many places, depending on which hemisphere you're in. So you may not want to open your window, but maybe in the evening you can let some fresh air in when it's not so warm. For the next 2 weeks, just thinking more about the Aquarius energy, which is, it definitely has like a humanitarian vibe to it. Aquarius does. So if you've been thinking about volunteering, it would be a great time to sign up. If there's like a particular place that you've been wanting to volunteer for, you want to do a beach cleanup, or you want to help serve the homeless, or, we have this pandemic going on. So I'm sure that there's a lot of volunteer services that need some help. This would be a good thing to do over the next 2 weeks. This is about inspiration. So read an inspiring book, watch an inspiring movie. If you are a creative person, you let yourself inspire others, like do a post on social media, reach out to your friends and inspire them with how you are using your creativity. I wrote, take a dance lesson or do karaoke, realizing that many of us can't actually do that just because of for health concerns and the pandemic. But if you can, or I don't know, maybe there's online karaoke these days.
Yeah,
and I'm sure there's online dance lessons, but just things that get you moving and get those creative juices going. Those are recommended.
Cool.
Yeah.
Lovely suggestions.
Yeah, and then the journaling prompts, I'll leave those online on the blog. If you want some extra ideas for what to write about, I always include some journaling prompts with the new and full moons to help you with your journaling.
Yeah, thanks, Laurie.
Yeah,
great. Okay, any questions, just pop them in the comments and we'll get back to you, and we'll put in those links. I will also put in the key points about peppermint oil, and anyone who's interested in buying any of these oils, it's all online with doTERRA, so just contact me and I'll help you get your hands on them.
Wonderful. All right, well, thank you so much. Happy full moon.
Bye.
Bye.